Nigel said, we're on. We're on, live from NAB 2019. My name is Mike West for BSWTV, brought to you in part by, well, the stuff that's allowing us to broadcast live. Have you checked the software out yet?
Oh, it looks very nice. I'm impressed.
Cool. HDV mixer, video for radio, simply switching for easy monetization. Don't be the last to find out. Automaton Labs Inc., processing for the new age and some of the old too. Stay above the competition. And Wheatstone Corporation, consoles, processing, you name it, Wheatstone does it better and better. And so does ENCO, and Matt Wall, their product manager. You've been doing this for a long time, a 30-year industry vet, 15 years with ENCO.
Yep.
And I'm just reading, we could talk about you forever here, because man, you are...
I've been doing a lot of things.
You are quite accomplished, my friend.
Yeah, we're, it's had a lot of fun. We like being involved with the radio industry and to get out, not only to meet all of our colleagues and all of our friends and partners out here at shows like this, but to actually spend time in your own facility, talk about your goals, figure out good workflows of how we can best suit our tools for your needs. That's what we're really about.
Can we start from the grassroots here for people who don't know what ENCO is or does? Can you
ENCO is a company that's been around since the early 90s, and we've started off doing radio automation through a couple of our founders, Eugene Novacek, Dave Turner. Dave came out of the TV world and needed really a product to replace some old carts. Talked to his friend Gene, and they started to develop the software which became DAD Pro. Originally it was a DOS product. Over the years it has grown incredibly. We've expanded not only from radio automation, but we've expanded into the TV realm. We have a mom product, so we have a dad. Of course we have to have a mom product as well. Mom is our clip shot that does automatic video playouts. You can do a lot of bugs, a lot of overlays all throughout that. What we're showing for the past couple of years, which we've had a lot of foot traffic, has been our encaption product. So we've migrated not only from audio and from radio and from the television play and store and play out, but also into closed captioning, and we're showing Encaption 4. It's on the main stage, it's in a lot of other vendor booths that are around here, but we do live automatic closed captioning, and one of the new things that we're showing is that we'll take those live captions and we'll send them out to a service and we'll receive that back as a translated language. So you can be doing English closed captions on, say, CC1, and maybe you are doing a Spanish language closed captions on CC2. And all of this is real-time and automated, and it's a very exciting product, and a lot of people are quite interested.
That's amazing. I have no idea how you would do that, but if it works, it works.
Even with the show here and everything that's going on, it's been a pretty good success, pretty exciting.
Very cool. Why mom, why dad? Why do you, where did the names come from?
It was digital audio delivery is what DAD came from, and after the years, we always joked around that we should probably have a mom product, and eventually we came up with
And if something doesn't work, it's like the drunk uncle product.
There you go, absolutely. So we have some of those in the back shelf, but we don't try to get those out too much.
So specifically, would you like to talk about these products and what they do?
Sure, so one of the things that we're certainly showing out here, and we have a lot of excitement, we did a little bit of this at one of the other trade shows back in the fall, is our WebDAD product. And so we took a look at our DAD software. We've been using Presenter as our main interface for quite some time, and we ended up through a lot of the requests from our client base, ended up developing Presenter within our WebDAD product. So what WebDAD is it's a interface to the DAD application that you can pull up anywhere from a web browser.
Oh, we're looking at
hosting a web service.
Photo right now.
And so that's Presenter is the main interface from the DAD application, and then we have as a WebDAD which will replicate almost all of those basic functionalities, and that's a view of what WebDAD is. And so you have controls to load up your playlists, to modify, swap slots, swap the cuts that are in there, add in new cuts. You can use the array buttons to play. So in purposeful applications, you might have your talent out at maybe as a local high school football game or somewhere else where you don't necessarily have to have somebody in the studio. As long as they can get an internet connection, they can load this up and be able to control directly the content that's going on back at the studio without having to tunnel through a VPN or using other services that might be spotty or dropout connections.
And it also lets talent think about what they're doing rather than having to mess with.
Sure, and absolutely, and the nice thing about some of this is, you might have people who are sick, you might have some people who need to stay at home for whatever reason, and so we've got voice track capabilities that you can do it directly through the browser, and that way you can preview your outro cut, you can preview your intro cut, you can set fades all graphically through the interface. And so you can do voice tracking and save that up. We've also expanded out the library to where you can play and see the waveform directly from the library. So if you've got people who are out in the field who would like to preview or review cuts, they have that ability to be able to do that now.
That's great. ENCO DAD?
Yep.
And then WebDAD?
WebDAD.
What else are you guys working on? Can you divulge any secret information for 2020?
So we're certainly looking more towards the cloud type based applications, and so WebDAD is certainly one of our aspects into getting that. We are looking at in the future of how we can truly put that uniquely out in the cloud. Obviously there's a few little hurdles, such as how do you get audio in and out. You know, we're looking at how we can accomplish those possibly through streams, RTP streams. It's not uncommon to be able to do that. There's lots of vendors that provide a variety of different codecs, but we're looking to get something built in with our own application. So that way, for an ENCO customer, they might be able to have a DAD out in the cloud, and they could use our gateway product to push all of the content up to that cloud, and then if there becomes some sort of power issue or a loss of communications at the main site, they can have that remote DAD transmit directly the audio to your transmitter site or to any other location. So that's one of the kind of applications that we're seeing kind of in the future. And we're also taking that same approach with our encaption product, to where we have right now running in an AWS our encaption service, and then we have our engine, our speech-to-text engine, in another cloud. So they are communicating from cloud to cloud. We are pulling in a web stream from a broadcaster and doing automatic captions from that, and then those captions are being returned back to that broadcaster, so they are having captionings on their web stream through their player, through their CDN provider.
Amazing stuff. Can we talk about you for just a moment?
Okay.
Because we were hanging out before we went live here at the NAB. You're a musician.
Not a musician.
Well, I mean, let me just, yeah, you're not a musician, but you collect musical memorabilia.
We collect, I grew up in radio and rock radio from the 80s all the way through. It was a very, very interesting time. It's all the time before CDs, you know, we had to go pull our carts and pull our records. And you know, the industry was very, very different back then, but you know, we fell in love with the rock and roll music, we fell in love with you know, broadcasting and what was out there, and we started to get a lot of collection of a variety of items. And so
you married someone in radio as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, over the time, we started to collect a lot of rock and roll memorabilia. I was just showing you a picture of our latest acquisition.
Yeah, can you pop that up on your phone?
A drum head from Ringo Starr. Let me see if I can call that.
You know that Tim Swiger plays a Ringo kit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So I don't know if he can, you can just barely see
there
that.
It is,
there.
oh yeah.
Yep.
God, that's
it's a
amazing.
drum head from Ringo Starr, signed by Ringo Starr, that we just picked up and just got it framed. That's why I was taking a picture of it.
Fantastic.
So that's you know, something that we like to hang on the wall, but you know, it's nice because it looks cool, it's nice artwork, and we appreciate it, and you know, we like that rock and roll lifestyle.
What I find fascinating is people that I get to talk to, like you, who came from a radio background before all the stuff you just told us about that's gone over this dude's head. You understand how it's supposed to work, and how, if it doesn't work for a disc jockey,
that's right.
I mean, it can be the coolest software in the world, but if it's
not functional,
yeah.
if it doesn't have a nice user design, if it's not laid out well and it's not intuitive, people say, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
So we try to really get that feedback from our customer base. We try to really put a value on that because they're going to be the end users, and so we like to make sure that we're listening to them, and you know, a lot of that comes back through me. I take my own personal experience and then we try and work that into the software, so that way it's the best experience for anyone who's using it.
Well, you've been in the trenches, you know how stuff's supposed to work. Yeah. Matt Walther, product manager for an incredible company, ENCO. You can find their products at bswusa.com. Go to 1-800-426-8434 and visit their booth here at NAB. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so very much.
Fascinating to talk to you, and congratulations on Ringo. We'll be back with the people of Crown in just a few minutes. Mike West, NAB 2019, BSWTV.